One of the most important new features of Mind Manager 2012 is the ability to be able to share our maps in the cloud, known as MindJet Connect. Now, as we saw earlier, we take a file and save in MindJet Connect. I'm not going to do that in this demonstration, I've already done it earlier. The file will be saved into the cloud and can be shared with others. So now down here we now enter MindJet Connect. There's the category management file just been entered, and guests can be invited to view and share the file either as read only or as edit. So in this case, this file has been I've invited 2 people to share the file, given them both edit rights. In this case, managing category managers, there's view only, and I've just uploaded the category management file. I haven't shared it with anybody just yet. The sharing process is really very simple. You just share. Here are the people who have already been invited to join various maps, or you can share a map with a new person, in which case you enter their email address and name, first name and last name. That will send them an email inviting them to become viewers of this particular document. We're looking at the MindJet Connect free version. In the business version, you have more storage and more rights and privileges over the documents that you're sharing. But for the purposes of this exercise, I'm just demonstrating how easy it is to share data. So go back to my scenario. I can create this category management file with 13 different names and give each of the individual people within my team, within the team, the opportunity, or I've now got the ability to review the category map and personalize it, adapt it for each of the individuals within the team. So a really very powerful tool. It's also version control within the system, which means if I highlight and use checkout, I can lock a selected file and reserve it for editing only by me. We can also upload and download files between Mind Manager on the hard drive and Mind Manager Connect, and create new maps within Mind Manager Connect, using it as if it were just the standard hard drive model. So we can work in both off the hard drive and in the cloud as well. So all in all, an extremely powerful tool for being able to work collaboratively with other people and to really get the most out of an idea. It only comes to life when other people are able to view it, pass comment upon it, and then act upon it. So really, really great addition to the Mind Manager suite. The other thing to remember is that now this file is in the cloud. When I open it up, there it sits. But anybody who has a web browser and logs into their MindJet Connect session can view this map. If I've given them the right to do it, they can edit it. And if we are on WebEx, GoToMeeting, or Skype sharing a screen, then we can both be sat looking at and groups of people can be sat looking at the screen and having an iterative, collaborative working relation with the document. So we're actually now setting up a form of remote meeting with real data around real topics without having to bring people from their geographical dealing with the geographical spread of people and then bringing them into a team meeting where the issue becomes the collection of data, and our time is used far more effectively, and it becomes true to say that quality of life becomes quality of communication. We're really using the technology to communicate as productively as we possibly can. So we'll move on now. Another really useful way in which you can build a map and also to some extent share the work that you're doing and import and export data from other people's resources is to use the SharePoint items menu. And although I'm not connected to SharePoint, this gives you an idea of the document types that you can play with, and as such it's another way of utilizing the power of shared drives. Whilst we're looking at the subject of communicating our work, it's also helpful to look at the View menu and to look at the Slide option, and we can view our map as if it were a slideshow. Moving to the right, we can play the slideshow. So imagine we've got the team in front of us and we now want to walk through our material. Then again, the images are quite small, but you get the principle of the thing, which is we can start to click through the slideshow. And another way to present our material is the walk through. Again, let's just go back to the map and then begin with the walk through. And this is a bit more of an extensive slideshow where the process opens up the windows in the map, and obviously in this process we're able to talk through each of the options. So it's a way of walking through our work in quite a pleasing way, and in this case without having to export out to PowerPoint. But of course, if we are fans of PowerPoint, and let's face it, who isn't, then we can export our slide deck to PowerPoint should we need to. I did this earlier, just saved the thing there, and our deck is ready to be saved in PowerPoint. Just as let's just add a topic here. If we right click on a topic, we can create it as a new slide for our PowerPoint presentation, and it adds the slide option here. So it's as simple as that. Let's just highlight and delete that topic, and that takes us through the ways in which we can present our material, and now we can move on to the next section. Before leaving this section on communication, I just want to recap the different sources of data that we've got available, and they are we can add to any topic hyperlinks. We looked at the different forms of hyperlink, attachments. Again, virtually any form of document type can be added to a topic. Freeform notes, images from file or from library to enliven the maps. And then if we move to the insert tab, we now see the topic elements repeating, but then to the right we can remind ourselves that we've got options to add ranges from active Excel spreadsheets, our own spreadsheet which is contained within the product. We can add elements of other maps or templates of maps that where we can extend a topic with ideas from other maps, which will give us prompts to build out our work. And SharePoint, we've looked at SharePoint. Outlook we will come to later on in the training course, and of course databases. We looked at the varying different sorts of database that can be viewed through the Mind Manager window. So in all, a very full, almost complete front end through which an entire world of data can be viewed and managed to prevent overload, which I would argue is one of the key benefits of the product, which is through one window the whole world of information, both structured and unstructured, can be kept under some degree of control and communicated with others. We'll come on to control next, but control in that sense is more is related to project control as well as visible control over the information which we use to complete our tasks.